Nano Banana 2 is about double the speed as Nano Banana Pro. So Nano Banana Pro was the state-of-the-art image model out of Google DeepMind, and Nano Banana 2 is pretty much just as state-of-the-art. It's pretty much as good as Nano Banana Pro, except it generates the images in half the time. It takes roughly 15 seconds to generate an image instead of about 30 seconds to generate an image. It's actually got better text generation than even Nano Banana Pro did. So it tends to screw up the text even less and put typos in the image even less. It's got the sort of search grounding. So if you say, hey, make me an infographic about how quantum physics works, it will actually go out and do research on quantum physics and then come back with the information that it found and then generate an image based on what it found. That was something that was unique to Nano Banana Pro, but you get it in Nano Banana 2 now. Nano Banana 2 is also a cheaper model to use, and Google has essentially just made it available for free inside of Gemini.
Nano Banana, if you haven't used Nano Banana yet with Google and Gemini, where you been? It's so fun. And it can do a lot of cool things. I know there's been some tests, Matt, that you've been running that I think we should do some prompts and stuff and test it out here too. But
yeah.
Speed tests, accuracy tests, all that stuff.
So you can use Nano Banana 2 by going to Google Gemini. Just go to gemini.google.com and you can see you've got the little created image link with a banana on it right here. And then also under your tools drop down, you'll also have it there. But if you click created image, you'll notice you're on the new one because this style picker thing is brand new that they just launched with this new model here, which is actually pretty cool too. I don't know if you've played with it at all, but it basically has like these style references. So you can give it a prompt and then select one of these style references and it'll make an image that's in that same kind of style.
It's cool. It gives you ideas like immediately. And yeah, you could click one of those. And I know what I was doing is uploading my own headshot, and trying the Technicolor.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You use it pretty much the same way you used to use any other Nano Banana. You have to make sure you're on the Create an Image tab to basically force it to use Nano Banana. Now, if you don't click Create an Image, you can say Create an Image of X, Y, and Z, and it'll usually switch it to Nano Banana just automatically. However, I have had it like not switch to Nano Banana, and for whatever reason, give me like a written prompt back, like explaining what a wolf howling at the moon looks like instead of making the image. So, like, for the best results, click the button to create an image.
Yeah. Let's test it out. Maybe just like basic. Well, you probably have your headshot or something like that, and you can click one of these.
I've got the headshot. Yeah. So if I hit go, it should make a sketch version of my headshot. And yeah, it should take about 15-ish seconds. I did a video and I actually put a little stopwatch on my screen and was testing it. And it was taking on the slow end or on the fast end to like 12 seconds, on the slow end, 17, 18 seconds. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at coffee stain.
Even put a nice little coffee stain there. Oh, I guess the example has a coffee stain too.
Like, could we change the direction of the sketch?
Yeah, let's say rotate the napkin 90 degrees.
A really detailed picture on a napkin.
Somebody was really sitting there for a while sketching that one out.
There we go. So
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Draw it in colored pencils. Cool. There we go. Hold on.
I know.
Made my beard a little bit redder than it actually is in real life instead of grayer, because in real life it's a little grayer.
But yeah, dude, I mean, that's great quality. I mean, I'm not seeing it like full screen, but I think you can get pretty high res too, right?
Yeah. Well, they claim 4K. I haven't been able to get a 4K image out of it. I can basically get it to be almost 3,000 pixels wide, but I haven't gotten it to like I think the biggest sort of width dimension I've gotten it to do is like 2,700 wide. If you want more details about how we personally use Nano Banana and our little guide on exactly the best use cases for it, make sure you click the link below or scan the QR code on your screen and we'll hook you up.
Have you seen it work better in the AI Studio?
So if we wanted to try it like in AI Studio, we might actually be able to get a 4K out of it.
That's what I was curious about.
So let me switch models up here. So if you're using AI Studio, you can come up to the model selection, go to images, and then you've got Nano Banana 2 here, and you can select this one. You can only use it on the paid tiers inside of Google AI Studio. So if you want to use it for free, I guess you got to use it inside of Gemini or Flow or one of their other platforms.
Okay.
So let's do output images only. Okay, so down here, we do have resolution options.
There we go.
So I can set the resolution as 4K, create a detailed infographic showing Petco Park and all the surrounding landmarks.
We always have to have a Padre reference. All right, what do we got? I'm curious if the speed's different on this. You said typically about 15 seconds.
Well, maybe 4K takes a longer time. I did put thinking level minimums too, so maybe this definitely feels slower.
It does.
All right, let's see. Is it actually 4K? Is my question. I'll have to download it to find out.
Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's actually bigger than 4K.
Nice.
5,632 by 3,072.
So that's the way to do it then. All right.
Yeah, so in AI Studio, you can get it to generate 4K. Now, how accurate is it? That's the question.
I got to zoom in your...
Yeah, not super accurate, because Balboa Theater is definitely not right next door to Petco Park.
True.
The Western Metal Building is definitely not on the sort of West Ocean side of Petco Park.
No.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's because I did it on thinking fast instead of thinking high.
Okay.
It's not quite so super accurate with the details there.
So don't trust it out of the box. Maybe the thinking mode would help, though. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's worth it. Can we rerun it with that and just see?
Yeah, let's throw it on thinking high instead of minimal.
I mean, it'd be nice to know. It's like, hey, we want to be able to trust this thing for its research, too. This is a maybe newbie question. I know some workarounds, but to get the Gemini watermark off this thing, is this like using an API like you're doing now the only way?
If you're doing it in Gemini, there's going to be a Gemini watermark. If you're doing it directly through the API, I think you have to be on the Ultra plan, actually, and I'm on the Ultra plan.
Got it. Ooh.
All right, so let me make sure all my settings are the same, 4K, high thinking level, and I'm going to give it the same exact prompt again, and let's see if it spends a little bit more time. All right, so we can actually see the timer there.
Oh, cool.
I know it's taking longer because we put thinking level high, and also my guess is that setting it to 4K is also something, makes it take a little bit longer. All right, so let's see how close we got on this higher thinking mode. I mean, the convention center is in a little bit better position, very slightly.
Not quite right, but it has way more detail. The world,
a lot more detail, a lot more information in each little heading here.
I like how it noted your cursors are the world's largest climbable bat.
Pointing.
Not at all. No, so this still isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, it brought in dimensions, capacity of the stadium. I mean, the fact that it's doing all this work, but it did do that in Nano Banana Pro. So I don't know. I'm just curious how much different this is.
It's not great at like drawing super accurate representation of what this would look like. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like these things are around the park. Like the Midway is fairly close to the park. It's not parked right next door to it, but it is fairly close. This is definitely not where the Coronado Bridge is.
Well, here, I'm thinking of like, what are other use cases that, Nano Banana, I'm just thinking like thumbnails, like YouTube thumbnails. I generated one on the side actually on my screen, but like, do you find... Let's see it here. Let me share screen.
I've never had amazing luck getting Nano Banana to generate YouTube thumbnails that I'm like really impressed with.
Oh yeah.
But what I do use Nano Banana for a lot is to generate items that I'll put into a thumbnail. So I'll get it to generate an image of me surrounded by bananas or something, and then I'll like take that and put it into something else.
I got you.
Yeah, so like this thumbnail, it looks like something an amateur would make in Canva. Let's be real.
It's true. It's true. But you can see what I did, is I used its little tricolor setting from the top. I plugged in my own headshot. It was already doctored up from a different designer, not AI. And then it came up with this. And then I took this little, I found a prompt elsewhere, and this was it. What was it? YouTube thumbnail, bold text, AI versus human creativity, surprise face, split screen, robot, bright colors. And then that's what we got.
Yeah.
I mean, just for something super fast, I guess if you're split testing, something to do, more creatives. But like, how would you okay, Matt, come on, let's stress your thumbnail genius. YouTube-ness. What would you do? What's your process here?
So I still sort of assemble the thumbnails in Canva. But what I would probably do is, here, let me steal the screen back here.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I would probably do, put it into create image, pull in like a headshot. So let me find my headshot again because I closed out of that. And then I'll say like, make this guy surrounded by bananas.
Is this how you made your thumbnail the other day? Yeah, here we go. I like it.
Yeah, dude. On my little inside baseball here on my YouTube channel, I basically got rid of all of my editors and my thumbnail designers and like everybody I was working with, and just went back to doing it all myself again. Because I like,
Because you can do this.
so here's an image of me surrounded by bananas, right? So what I would do is I would download this image at full size.
You look so happy too. Look, it's like you have a banana neck.
Why wouldn't you be happy if you have that many bananas?
You would never go hungry. That's for sure. They're perfectly ripe too.
And then I would go into some place like Canva, and by some place like Canva, I would use Canva. Okay, so here's my image with me surrounded by bananas inside of Canva. Stretch it out. So let me zoom out on this thing a little bit, like so. Stretch it out like this. Right. So now I've got a thumbnail that looks like that. And then I'd, pull in some text and say like, Nano Banana is here, something like that. Put it down at the bottom, stretch it out so it fills out the whole area. We could.
That's true.
And then a lot of times what I'll do is, let me make it slightly smaller. And then because that doesn't really stand out very well, I'll go up to effects and outline, and then I'd put like probably a thick black border outline around it like that, just so it stands out a little bit more. And boom, that's how I would do a thumbnail.
I love it.
So compare that thumbnail to the one that you made. I don't know. Like I like to use Nano Banana to like get the assets that go into my thumbnail, but I like to sort of compose the thumbnail myself.
That makes sense. Yeah. And I guess for any like split testing, I've known other creators will take something like what you just generated there, maybe throw that in a Nano Banana, spit out a whole bunch of other versions. So you're doing the A/B testing, and then
yeah, exactly.
That's cool. All right. What other? I'm just thinking of other use cases for Nano Banana that seem to be that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, let's see. Create an infographic. Let me make it an image here. Create an infographic that breaks down the emerging story of Anthropic versus the Pentagon.
So this will test how real time its research is as well.
Yeah, let's see if it can actually. You know what else we should test? We should see if it'll actually. I didn't test this in my video, surprisingly, and I normally test this. Is it going to reject any sort of trademarks, right? Like generate Mario, generate Mickey Mouse or whatever.
Look at how fast that was.
That was super fast. So breaking down the Anthropic versus Pentagon story, balancing AI and national defense, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Safety first, rapid adoption. I don't really feel like this is an accurate representation of what's really going on.
I mean, it's bringing in a lot of the aspects of who's...
Yeah, but it doesn't have any details, really.
Like, not the new... Yeah.
AI safety research, defining, establishing guardrails for advanced AI, defense contracts, dual-use technology... Like, you would think there would be something in the image about, like, these are the two things Anthropic doesn't want. Like, autonomous weapons, spying on U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that. You'd think it would have something about possibly being designated as a supply chain risk. Nothing about that.
Sure.
Right? So I feel like it's not quite there.
We drill it for more, like, even real-time updates. Like, I'm just thinking as early as today.
All right, so... Let me go ahead and try this again here. Make sure you include the most up-to-date information as of today.
Stress how far this thing researches. But already, like this, using it in Gemini as opposed to Google Studio seems completely...
Definitely faster. But again, we were trying to generate 4K on that other one, so maybe that was also part of what slowed it down.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think defaults to 4K. Even if I put in the prompt, generate in 4K, it won't. All right, so the two non-negotiable red lines. No mass surveillance of Americans, no fully autonomous weapons.
There it is.
CEO Dario Amodei statement, cannot in good conscience accede to unrestricted use. Concessions offered, missile defense and cyber defense only. July 2020. This is accurate now. Like this nailed it. Breaking news, ultimatum, unrestricted access or contract termination, Friday deadline expired.
There you go.
The Pentagon, U.S. Department of Defense, unrestricted all lawful uses. That's their actual wording. Rationale for demands, national security threat detection, full range of warfighting. We will not let any company dictate the terms. DOD. So yeah, it pulled in the most recent news and created an image about it.
I like that timeline on the bottom it did as well. Like all the stuff from the past, which the past wasn't like last year basically until now. Claude.
Yeah, so we've got
go ahead.
Yeah, July 2025, $200 million contract. July 2025, $200 million. So it sort of duplicated things.
Yeah, that's not accurate. It's not bad.
It did a pretty good job.
I kind of like the
like you're gonna have to fact check it if you're gonna use this in any sort of like production work. You'll definitely need to fact check it.
Yeah,
but it's pretty close.
But can't you go back and edit images as well with the model? Like if we did call out some of these things on the bottom, you're like, hey, you got a duplicate on the bottom. Revise your work.
Try harder. The dates on the bottom aren't accurate. And there is duplicate information down there. Do better.
No, I think Gemini might make a bad image of its representation of you or itself.
All right. May 2025, initial contract award. December 2025, proposal submission. January 2026, DoD deadline expires. February 2026, chronology of standoff. February 26, 2026, Anthropic rejects ultimatum. February 27th, Pentagon confirms blacklisting.
Is that news that we don't know?
Is that news that we haven't seen yet? Is this breaking news we're finding out on the show? Let me look this up real quick.
Through Gemini or Nano Banana?
Oh, wait, hold on. This is what I found from 19 minutes ago. Trump moves to blacklist Anthropic AI from all government work. President Trump announced the U.S. government would blacklist Anthropic in the most consequential and controversial policy decision to date at the intersection of artificial intelligence and national security. So, yeah, I guess it's happening.
Dude, Nano Banana broke the news for us.
Yeah, so we just found that out because an image on Nano Banana was even more up to date than we were.
Dude, yeah. This is blowing my mind, Matt. We just had Nano Banana create an infographic. We pressed it for more research data, and it freaking breaking news into an infographic.
That's wild.
There's some application too if you're ever breaking news or this is one use case. I
did tease something with Nano Banana that I feel like we got to close that loop.
Oh yeah.
I want to see if I could make Super Mario
versus Trolls
while at Disneyland.
Oh, there we go. Let's put all the copyright infringement. I feel like Google's got this covered, but I could be wrong.
We'll see. We'll see. I've had it reject stuff. A lot of times it rejects like people, right? Like if you say like, hey, make an image of Donald Trump shaking hands with Elon, it won't. Hey, look, there you go. That's not like trolls dolls. Those are like trolls that look like they'd be in like Dungeons and Dragons or something.
But we didn't specify that. I'll give him a break.
But we got Mario and we got Disneyland in the background, so no problems there.
Look at everybody's watching. They're like, look at this epic battle. I mean, that looks pretty cool. But
I bet you if I do like Donald Trump shakes hands with Dario Amodei.
I knew you were going there.
It's not going to do it. Like I can almost guarantee it. Oh,
hey.
I don't think that looks like Dario.
No.
I like the sight in the background, Trump, like they're running together.
Running partners now. They solve their differences.
I'm actually surprised that it didn't just flat out say like, no, I can't do that, honestly.
Would the previous Nano Banana do that?
Yeah, I feel like it would have. I've tried to get it to generate like images of like Sam Altman hugging Elon Musk, and it wouldn't used to do it.
Oh, okay.
But what you tend to find with a lot of these models too is they'll release them and they have like way less guardrails, and then they start to see what people use them for, and then they start to like bake the guardrails back in.
It's like Seed Dance all over again, right?
Yeah, and I mean you saw that with Sora too, right? Well, there you go. There's Sam and Elon hugging it out.
They look pretty happy. I was just blown away with seeing Nano Banana. I'm like, we're just going to see more of this developing, like people getting super creative.
If you like stuff like this, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll make sure this kind of stuff keeps showing up for you. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Really, really appreciate you hanging out with us. And it's been a blast. But yeah, thanks again. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.